So welcome to this unboxing video for the retro shelf, and this is a parcel that was unfortunately delayed a couple of times because of my recent visit to hospital, and so I'm finally getting the chance to unbox it. So let's get inside, and as you can see on the front, peek through there, it's from edition 64K in France. So I'll open that up. All the paperwork is on the outside there. Undo the top there. In fact, we can open here with the strip. See if I can do this in one. Nearly. Nice. So that's the strip opened. And inside we have games people play, Tome One, Volume 1 if you prefer, of Psygnosis. So just have a quick look at these little extras here. I've been sent a little bonus extra, some of the Amiga postcards and bookmarks, which is cool. And having pre-ordered, I also get this lovely Psygnosis t-shirt made especially for this campaign. So that's a nice bonus extra. And let's have a look at the book. So we'll turn over. Immerse yourself in the fascinating history of Psygnosis, one of the most iconic video game studios of the 1980s and 90s, through a detailed exploration of its origins, successes and challenges. Discover how this Liverpool-based company left its mark on the video games industry, with memorable titles such as Shadow the Beast, Agony and Lemmings. At the crossroads of technological innovation, artistic creativity and gaming culture, Psygnosis has been able to push back the boundaries of what is possible, while coping with increasing economic and technological change. Trace the key moments in its rise, its daring collaborations, and the reasons for its lasting impact on the video game scene. The incredible legacy of Psygnosis is highlighted through interviews, archives, and analysis. The story of Psygnosis is not just the story of a company, but the story of an era when imagination and technology came together to redefine the world of video games. So, I will declare an interest. I have been helping to proofread and fact check through this book as it's been in development. And I think I'm going to need the scissors here to break into the wrapping. Just a small pair. This is one of the things I do find in these videos. Let me know in the comments, do you want to see me do the full unboxing, or do you just want to see the book? So there we go. We're finally in. I will have a quick look through. So in paper there with the names and the owl logo. Tome 1 covers 1980 to 1993, memory of the people we've lost. There's Andrew Fisher, Christopher Coeur and Mark Helliwell. Judge Strock have been involved. Contents, Jonathan Ellis. With the foreword, pre-Psygnosis, Bug Software, Imagine. And the Mega Games. And of course, commercial breaks, the Battle for Santa software, recently remastered on YouTube. The end of Imagine Software, the bankruptcy, formation of Finch Speed, working on a game for the QL, which of course is then the origins of Psygnosis with the game Braticus. Psygnosis, what a funny name. Roger Dean, talking about his artwork and his involvement and how the Psygnosis logo evolved. And then on to the first of the games, Braticus, look behind the scenes, Arena, Deep Space. Turned over a page there. Barbarian, the icon-driven game, not to be confused with Palace Software's Barbarian. Pteropods. The Advanced Technology Group, which was researching into new hardware. DMA Designs and Psygnosis. DMA and Nintendo. Interview with Mike Daly. And on to Baal. Captain Fizz meets the Blastertrons. Cluster. Explorer Time Run Chrono Quest. You see there's unreleased games covered as well as the release titles. Menace from DMA. Brian Watson there interviewed. Obliterator. Triad Volume 1. Triad being Rainbird, Mirrorsoft and Psygnosis collaborating. Then Reflections Interactive. Martin Edmondson, the programmer, who worked on Ballistics. Blood Money. Chrono Quest 2. Nevermind Belvedere. Stephen Cork, the programmer there. Shadow the Beast from Reflections. Talking about David Whittaker's music there. Atari ST version, SNES, PC, Engine CD, Strix. Lesser known game. Michael Chilton, the programmer there. So you can see a combination of programmers and artists. Triad Volume 2. Then WJS Design, who worked on Anarchy for the Cyclops budget label. Atomino from Blue Byte Studio in Germany. Hidden gem, that one. Awesome. Shoot 'em up. Carthage Chariot. Cutie Poo, which was cancelled. Gore, also cancelled. Infestation, the amazing 3D game. Matrix Marauders, probably another one that many people haven't heard of. Nitro, Tony Williams the musician. Familiar cover artwork. Shadow the Beast 2, also from Reflections. Tim Wright there, talking about music. The Killing Game Show, also known as Fatal Rewind in the States. Martin Chudley, who set up Bizarre Creations after Raising Hell Software. Talking about what Bizarre did after. Spellbound, also known as Firestorm. The level codes there, which is handy. Triad Volume 3. Learning about CD. So Richard Brown, chief of the Advanced Technology Group, with some of the work they were doing. Amnios with Pete Lyon. Armageddon. So you can see lots of detail, cover pictures and all sorts. Leander. Okay, Galahad. Then we've got John Burton on Traveller's Tales. Lemmings, of course, very important game in the history of both Psygnosis and DMA Design, with the special levels based on other Psygnosis games. Adrian Powell, the artist. Brian Watson, the ST programmer. John White, Nick Burkham, Tiny Williams. Monster Pack Volume 1 compilation. Monster Pack Volume 2. And then Obitus, the 3D RPG. Good game, that. Again, one that's lesser known. Got a SNES conversion. Oh No More Lemmings. Stacey Jameson on graphic design. The data disc there. Orc Infiltrator. Timothy Bartlett. Planetside Fractal demo. Christmas Lemmings. Agony from Art and Magic. The origins of that group. Some great behind the scenes pictures there. Air Support. Aquaventura. Bill Pullen there talking about it. Mike Clark, Mike Chilton. Bill's Tomato Game. Chris Stanley, Bill Pullen, Mike Clark. Cytron. Again, one you may not have heard of. Daughter of Serpents, The Scroll. And They published Dungeon Master, Lemmings Double Pack, Project X, which they published on the CD version, I believe, IBM PC, Red Zone, Shadow the Beast Free, continuing that trilogy, Spear of Destiny, the Carl Lewis Challenge, developed in conjunction with Teak, and before the PlayStation, Sir Richard Brown, development kits, demos, Christmas Lemmings, again there, Bob's Bad Day, based on the arcade game Camel Try or On the Edge, Bram Stoker's Dracula, Combat Air Patrol Avenger, Creepers. Can you see how in depth they've gone? Hired Guns. Many people say more people should play that. Scott Johnson, the programmer, Graham Anderson, graphic artist. Holiday Lemmings 93. Indigo, unpublished. Innocent Until Court. Lemmings 2, The Tribes. So some interesting behind the scenes pieces on that. Brian Watson again. Megamix, another compilation. Microcosm, because now we're getting into the CD era, streaming from the CD, featured in Edge and working on the FM Towns. Tim Wright talking about music, Robin Kerr on CDI programming. It's the FM Towns. Perihelion, The Prophecy. Prime Mover, Turbo Terminator, unusual names. Prince of Persia 2, again, publication rather than that, and then Pugsy, based on the demo, and Traveller's Tales, and there's some amazing graphic tricks in that one. I believe that John Burton did a brilliant video on his YouTube channel about that game. Second Samurai from Vivid Image, superhero counselled but tested, so the programmer talking about it and the origins of the game there. Theatre of Death, released in 1993. Walker. And the plans for Walker 2. And we end up with Wiz and Liz from Bizarre. And the acquisition of Psygnosis by Sony. And as it says there, to be continued. So, big thank you to Christoph at Edition 64K. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing video and look through the book, and I'm certainly looking forward to volumes 2 and 3 myself. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned to the channel for more Retro Shelf, merch stand, unboxing and gameplay videos.